Yeah, he got a little bit of a push and got a little bit of a run, and he was able to clear the car there, so he got himself in position.
Whoa, Stephen Wallace off sideways in the corner, gets tagged by Casey Kane, Johnny Sauter, and Kevin Harvick are involved.
And we've got a lot more going on behind them, too. Yeah, this is just one of those chain reactions.
Kirk Shelmerdine, the 28 car, looks to not have any significant damage. He comes down.
I think Jason Keller might have quite a bit of damage in his car.
There's the 11 car of Keller. Heavy damage on both the front and rear.
Stephen Wallace was in the spot to get the lucky dog, but he brought that caution out, so he won't get it.
And two of our recipients of that earlier in the day, Kevin Harvick and Johnny Sauter, both had gotten themselves back into position, and we're involved in that now.
This is going to set us up for a real dash to the finish.
Caution for the fourth time today. 66 car, Stephen Wallace. If we can show you what happened. Left side of your screen.
Looks like it was the 88 car of Brad Keselowski. Got loose, slid up into Stephen. Nothing Stephen Wallace could do right there. He kept his car clean all week. He's done a great job, and then just taken out.
Now from Kevin Harvick's on board.
Right. Straight in front of you.
Like
go high, go high.
Rusty Wallace saying the intensity level is coming up on these guys at the end of the race.
Yeah, that's, a situation like that, earlier in the race, you might have backed out of the throttle, but you're just not in a position to do that now, and that's unfortunate, especially for Stephen, who had done a good job all day.
Half a dozen cars involved. Stephen Wallace, Casey Kane, Harvick, Johnny Sauter, Jason Keller, Kirk Shelmerdine. And there was the contact, the 88 into the 66.
Looks like Stephen may get out of this without a lot of damage.
Caution for the fourth time today. The top 20 cars staying on the racetrack. We'll take a break and come back with the final laps from Daytona. Welcome back to the Camping World 300 presented by Chevy at Daytona. Just 4 miles inland from the world's most famous beach, the world's most famous stock car facility. Beautiful shots from high above, courtesy of our good friends at Goodyear. Motorsports on ESPN next weekend. NASCAR Nationwide Series at California, Saturday, 7 o'clock Eastern Time on ESPN2. And NASCAR now covering all the action of the weekend, Sunday, 10 o'clock in the morning. NHRA Nationals qualifying at Phoenix, Sunday at 11 a.m. NHRA Nationals, Sunday, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, all on ESPN2. And don't forget about shifting gears. Coming up next, a behind-the-scene look at the 5-time most popular driver, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and the difficulty in making the decision to move from the family-owned team of DEI to Hendrick Motorsports. It is a great show, folks. He sits down and talks. A lot of people talk about what you normally don't see in a race driver's career. Guys, 7 laps to go here. Who's got the horses? Is it Kyle Busch, Tony Stewart, Vickers, Truex? What about Junior back in 7th spot?
Here we go. It's going to be exciting. I'm up on my feet. I'm sure everybody is.
Absolutely. I think Brian Vickers is going to help Tony Stewart go by Kyle Busch and win this race. That's just a personal thought. But there's going to be a lot of racing before all of that happens.
I'm going to say that 18 car is going to get real wide for about 5 laps.
Remember, 18 and 20 are teammates. Not that makes any difference here now in these final 10 laps, but this could be the first test here. Oh, let's see. They got a little blocking net on the bottom of the racetrack. See what's going to happen. I shouldn't say blocking. It's actually protecting your position. That's what the driver said.
That's exactly right. Yeah, that was my spot, and I'm entitled to it until you get by me. And here comes Junior.
Dave Burns.
Martin Truex said the 60 of Carl Edwards, well, he can work with us if he wants, but I'm going to make a move one way or the other. I don't know how I'm going to get around these Toyotas, but I got to make a move even if I have to finish 15th.
Watching this from above and also watching from down below, Casey Kane standing by with Jamie Little.
He sure is. He had a strong car there for a while, but what happened there, Case?
It looked like the 88 just got loose to me. Kind of slid out. Hit the 66 or something, I don't know, and then I just got hit from behind, so there's a lot of cars all racing, and No, I think the 88 got loose, what it looked like.
All right, who's your pick? Who's going to win it?
That Toyota, they're, I don't know which one, but it'll be a Toyota. They got so much more power than anyone else. It's crazy.
All right, well, Casey Kane's going to stand by here and watch this race heat up, guys.
Somebody forgot to tell Martin Truex it's going to be a Toyota. He's right there.
Look at Vickers go by on the outside. He got such a push from Truex that he's gone all the way to the lead, but he can't get by.
Former series champion. That's Vickers in the 10. Look up at the high side. The 5 car of Earnhardt. Whoa,
Carl Edwards slides in there.
Gotta love it. This crowd of over 100,000 on their feet. Edwards in the middle of that threesome now.
Looks like Kyle Busch can't make that car wide enough. He's got to block 3 lanes of traffic.
Yeah, that's almost impossible to decide where you're going to be able to get your push. As these guys, you're not sure where they're getting their best push. You just can't see that much. Brian Vickers to the lead.
Jamie Little.
Well, guys, Brian Vickers, he has not won in the Nationwide Series since he won the championship in 2003. His last NASCAR victory came at Talladega in the Cup race, and he thought he had the car to do it again today.
Tony Stewart goes right down close to Vickers and then uses the draft to slide by. Now they're 3 wide for second spot.
Check out Junior. He just hung that 18 car in the middle by just an inch or 2.
Now he's got him pushing him. That could be what he needs to get to the front.
Carl Edwards, he's caught. He's the meat in the sandwich there as they go by him on the outside and the inside. 3 laps to go at Daytona. Here goes Kyle Busch down to the bottom of the racetrack now.
Yeah, he didn't want to have any part of helping Junior win a 3rd race this week, did he?
There goes the Toyota down on the bottom. You got a Toyota up front. On the high side, Junior right there.
These guys are just taking whatever push that they can get and just taking that move, whatever momentum they can get. That's what they're going and where they're going. Tony Stewart is very good at making his car wide. We've seen him win 2 of these races down here.
Tony Stewart, an 11-time winner at Daytona. Hard to believe he's never won the Daytona 500. 3 laps to go. It'll be 2 this time by.
If Junior can hang on to that thing, he's going to have a shot at it.
Yeah, his biggest problem is he needs to get Vickers, and of course he's got Matt Kenseth pushing him. If they can get there and give him the shove that he needs, he might have a chance at this.
Remember, in 26 years of Nationwide Series racing here in February, the pole sitter has never won this race. Tony Stewart was the pole sitter. Could he change history today?
Like Kyle Busch was looking to the inside, not having enough to get beside Tony Stewart.
White flag this time.
Whoa!
Well, that broke a lot of momentum. Well, no, it didn't. They stayed in the gas. Well, Kyle Busch did anyway.
And that was a great block for Kyle Busch. If he hadn't thrown that block, he wouldn't have a shot at it.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, that was a block. That wasn't protecting your position.
That was a block. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is legal in this form of motorsport.
White flag.
1 lap to go. Tony Stewart, can he hang on?
Well, he's going to be in good shape now because Martin Truex just went to the inside of Kyle Busch. And that's the best thing Tony Stewart could see in his mirror as these guys get side by side. Unless, yeah, he's almost got too big of a lead there.
They got a run coming down this backstretch.
Vickers, remember how much he can do, what he can do if he gets a little momentum. There's Vickers trying to find a way down to the inside, but he's got no one to help him down there.
Well, that car sat on the pole for a reason. It's because it was the fastest one here. They're going to have a really hard time because they're really not willing to work. Everybody's trying to get every spot they possibly can.
A couple of Toyotas and a Chevrolet. Earnhardt Jr. back in 3rd spot. Tony Stewart trying to hang on. Tony Stewart, the pole sitter, will come down and win the season opener at Daytona.
You are the best at this track. You are the best.
Well, he's not just the best at this track. He's pretty close to the best at any racetrack. That is quite a driver there, and he did a terrific job. And before we get too far in this, the young man just came in 6th, Brian Clausen. What a great job he just did. I was trying to watch the front and watch a little bit of him. That was a terrific job for a young man that's never been at this racetrack.
Wow, what a finish.
What a finish. Tony Stewart picks up his 12th win at Daytona International Speedway, and what a great welcome back full-time to racing for the coach, Joe Gibbs.
Matt Kenseth put on a clinic, how to keep your car clean and come in the top 5 finish.
One of the all-time nice guys in this sport, Joe Gibbs, sees his cars finish 1-2 at Daytona.
And now there